Residents of Lahaina say they are staying positive this holiday season after wildfires devastated their community 4 months ago. Every month since those deadly fires tore through Hawaii, ABC News has checked in on Maui's progress with our initiative, Maui Strong 808. As Christmas approaches, we're focusing on the Hawaiian word kokua, which means help. Millions of dollars in donations have poured in, and now ABC's Becky Worley is taking a look at how that money's being used and reaching those who need it most.
At the Ritz-Carlton Maui, a tree lighting ceremony. For 6-year-old Miles Verastro and his mom Sarah, it's their first Christmas since they lost their home, their school, and their town, Lahaina.
Here we are. Home sweet home.
We first met them days after the fire. They've been living in this hotel room ever since. And though they're grateful, what do you remember from last Christmas?
I remember having a tree.
Like thousands of Lahaina residents displaced by the fire, the Verastros have received kokua, help. Help given freely from others. It started as clothing and supplies donated from all over Hawaii. FEMA support for housing arrived, and then the donations poured in from all around the world.
Someday I wish upon a star.
On Good Morning America, a fundraising effort for Maui, where contributions from you, our viewers, along with corporate gifts, totaled more than $7 million. The Hawaii Community Foundation was the largest recipient of those GMA dollars. The fund's still growing. A $5 million donation this week from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott takes their total to a whopping $163 million.
Close to, I'd say, a little over 95% of those funds came from people around the world, primarily in the continental United States.
They're now focusing their efforts on recovery and rebuilding. Other philanthropic funds, like the People's Fund, started by Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson, continue to make monthly donations to thousands of Lahaina residents.
They're giving $1,200 a month, and no, that doesn't cover anybody's rental payment by any extent. For us, that's our rebuild.
So as these families try to find some normalcy.
You're like a bouncing ball. You just boing. You're resilient, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very resilient.
The spirit of the season lives in the kokua of others and leaves many on Maui saying,
Mahalo!
And that is what I want to say to all of our ABC viewers is a big thank you, mahalo. When this Maui girl heard how generously all of you donated to the island after the fires, I was just blown away. So we have a long way to go, lots of rebuilding left, but that help, that kokua, has meant the world, Diane.
And Becky, I know it's home for you there. What's it like being there now after covering those deadly fires 4 months ago?
Yeah, every time I come home, you know, I can really see the changes acutely. And every time you go through the burn zone, it hurts all over again, and it feels different in different ways. And I see the island changing. There are things that are getting better. I see tiny houses cropping up in central Maui as people are trying to get creative around housing. I hear stories about just the generosity of others, total strangers saying, take my house. I live on the mainland, take my house. I mean, that just blows my mind. Hotels that are deciding, you know what, we're not going to go back to housing visitors short term. We're going to stay housing long-term residents. But we also hear the flip side, the people who've been moved 6, 7, 8 times from hotel room to hotel room, and there's no obvious answer with housing, Diane. So a lot of work left to go.
Becky, what are people there saying about the aid and support they've received so far?
I think people feel it. They just feel that they have been supported in a lot of ways. The generosity of total strangers, the coming together of all Hawaii in the early days, that brought out a concept in Hawaii that it's a word that doesn't really translate well, but it's kuleana, and it means my responsibility to the group. In order for this world to exist, we have to be community-minded. And that community spirit is so strong, and it starts in tiny groups. I heard about a group therapy crew that meets up in Napili Park, and they feel so much community, and then it extends out in circles, and we really know that over 60 countries donated to Hawaii. 95% of the donations came from out of the state. It's really, the aloha spirit is flowing back to us.
I'm glad to hear at least they are getting the support that they need. Becky, thank you so much. And again, if you want to continue to support the recovery in Maui this holiday season, just scan that QR code on your screen to learn more.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.